trả lời câu hỏi nhanh nhất và chính xác nhất sẽ giành được phần quà giá trị của MDIS. Vâng, xin để các quý vị không chờ đợi lâu. Để tìm hiểu MDIS đã làm thế nào để duy trì vị thế tiên phong của một ngôi trường trong 64 năm qua, tôi xin mời quý vị chào mừng vị thuyền trưởng người đã lèo lái và đưa MDIS thành công như ngày hôm nay. For a start, let us find out how MDIS, a pioneer institution where has grown together with Singapore since 1956, managed to retain its status as a premium institution over the past 64 years. So, please welcome Dr. Quang, the president of MDIS. Please welcome Dr. Quang.
Good morning, everyone. Xin chào, xin chào. I'm very honored and privileged to be here today to declare this education event open. MDIS is a very established organization. It was founded in 1956, and we have various events for you today. All right, as you can see, we have 64 years of academic excellence, edu-trusted by CPE, and we provide very, very good academic pathway for all our students. Our campus is full-fledged. We have one in Singapore, we have one in Malaysia, we have one in Tashkent. And our students come from 82 countries. We provide opportunities for students from year 7, 8, 9 to study with us, but we have a good pathway for students with year 7 and 8 to go all the way to study international foundation diploma, to international diploma, advanced diploma, bachelor degree, and master degree. Of course, there will be students who eventually will want to study the doctoral degree. We have many education programs that will suit the economic development of Vietnam, and these programs have been well tested in Singapore. And for example, we have programs in the area of business, engineering, fashion and design, tourism and hospitality, health and nursing, safety and environmental management, language and education, media and communication, psychology, life sciences, technology. We have won a lot of awards. One award is the Singapore Quality Class, and the other award is the Singapore National Cocktail Championship, when we won the first and second prize. The overall winner of a Singapore prestige brand, MDIS, has won such a grand event in 2018. In 2019, we achieved 4 gold medals. That means we are winners in this particular event known as International Barrister Competition event. We have a very good integrated campus where all the facilities are there. They are integrated together to help the student to enjoy the learning environment, the learning outcome, and the learning experience.
想把自己放进冰箱，待上一天没人阻挡。我来帮你10倍、10倍、10倍、10倍，感受凉爽。就是现在，我们是时候放大招了，让每个10倍 Operino 为你疯狂。10倍的可乐，啦啦，让你爽；10倍的海浪，浪浪，让你浪；10倍的冷气，气气，10倍凉；10倍的冰块，快快要疯狂。这温度不断想要抓狂，汗在不断流着脂肪。我不想再躲在这沙发，我来告诉你绝招吧，就是现在，我们是时候放大招了。
So, ladies and gentlemen, you have seen our video on our integrated campus. So now we are talking about how successful So we're going to show you another video.
Hi everyone, we're continuing our tour of the MDIS campus. Here we are at the MDIS residences. Now I just thought that I want to give you an idea of how our students actually live. Here is Andy. Andy is our second year student from the University of Sunderland. She's in the School of Media and Communications. Andy, you want to say hi?
Yeah, so hi guys, I'm Andy and I live in the residences right here, and this is our gym. It's a fully equipped gym with cardio equipment and weight equipment, so whatever kind of workout you're in the mood for, our gym has got it all for you.
Awesome. So, continuing the tour of the MDIS residences, we thought we'd show you a couple of our student accommodation. Andy, take it away.
Let's go, you guys. Okay, so I stayed here for about a year and I had the most amazing experience. I met a lot of interesting different kinds of people from all parts of the world, and I enjoyed many of the services and amenities that this hostel had. There was a pantry, a laundry service, gym, dance studio, study room. Your experience here is going to be a really good one. I'm going to take you to the single rooms right now. So here we are in the single room, and we also have doubles and quads as well, an option to have with a balcony.
We hope you enjoyed the tour of our campus and you're excited about all the programs that we have to offer. I should mention as well that we have an education recovery grant, and we encourage you to put in an application for it. Now, before I go, a special shout out to Shidik, Andy, Karen, and Deanne from the School of Media and Communication for putting this entire video together. Now, everyone, sit back, enjoy, and we look forward to engaging with you online. See ya!
So we have shown you our residence block, and main thing about our school is that we have got a very, very strong career development unit, and our graduates have attained 67.8% score rate for employment within 6 months after completing their education program with us. Now you can see that we have a career hub to guide our students in job application, in attending interviews, and we have many partners in industries who are employers of our graduates. As you can see, they are all listed there. We provide career assistance, and so far we are very happy to see 34 companies participating in offering jobs to our graduates, and they will come to the campus to interview our graduates, so that after completing their program they can find jobs in their company. We also have a lot of activities for our students. For example, we have sports and adventure type activities, learning and experiential activities, community and charity activities, lifestyle and wellness, career and development activities, arts and culture activities. So the students actually get a very good exposure to community life, to work life when they are studying with MDIS. In terms of student satisfaction, we have achieved 96.12% overall student satisfaction. That means the students are very happy studying in MDIS. Qualified lecturers are engaged to teach our students. They all have the qualification and the training, in particular the certification to teach our students. As you can see, we have Dr. Eugene Koh, Dr. Kurian L.B. Anand. They are our top lecturers in MDIS. We will now proceed with discussions. It will be online, right? Okay. So, we provide a lot of learning. Later on, you will see the discussion going on in the talk show. But basically, we are very big on hybrid learning, which is a mixture of webinar, face-to-face learning, interaction, classroom activities, and so on. So the students have a lot of flexibility in engaging with the lecturers, with the school, with the classmates when they want to study for the module. Most important, we know that many students will find it useful to receive bursaries. So you can see in 2018, right, we offer 20 bursaries, and in 2019, we offer 27 bursaries. For this year, 2020, we are again offering bursaries. And the interview for this bursary event will be taking place in the later stage of this event. And we have set aside Singapore dollars 68,400 to be given to our bursary recipient. So you see, MDIS is going to give a lot of support to all our students in many ways, apart from providing the good learning environment, the learning outcome, and the learning experience. We provide academic support, we provide career assistance support, including bursaries. With that, thank you very much for participating in this event. Please hang on, we still have other events to follow after my presentation. Thank you. Carmen.
Xin chân thành cảm ơn những lời chia sẻ quý báu của thầy Dr. Quang. Thank you, Dr. Quang very much. Kính thưa quý vị, góp phần tạo nên sự thành công của MDIS không thể thiếu sự đóng góp to lớn từ những người điều hành và điều quan trọng là học sinh. Như Dr. Quang đã trình bày, MDIS là một ngôi trường quốc tế với nhiều học sinh đến từ hơn 80 quốc gia khác nhau. Và sau đây chúng tôi xin trân trọng giới thiệu 3 em học sinh đến từ Việt Nam, Hàn Quốc, Indonesia, học ở 3 chuyên ngành khác nhau. Các em sẽ cùng có một buổi trò chuyện với giám đốc cấp cao của chúng tôi, đó là Miss Jesslyn Wong. To be a successful institution as of now, there are significant contributions from managers and MDIS students. As Dr. Quang mentioned, MDIS is an international institute where welcome all students from all over the world. We are delighted to have 3 students from Vietnam, Indonesia, and Korean. From 3 different disciplines together, Ms. Jesslyn Wong, Senior Director, to join us to share the experience with MDIS. Please welcome Ms. Jesslyn. Andy, Hoàng, and Esther. Please welcome.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Jaslyn. I'm actually the Senior Director of Communication of MDIS. And today, we are very pleased to have with us our three lovely students,
I'm Andy.
Bill and Esther. Xin chào! Okay, that shows you the energy of our students. Huh? Okay, let's start with Andy. Andy, you may want to introduce yourself first.
Yeah, so my name is Andy. I'm currently a second-year student of Mass Communications at University of Sunderland.
Okay, so what motivates you to study with MDIS?
So I'm really interested in the program that is given by MDIS because not only do you get a theoretical experience, but you really get like a hands-on experience. You get practicums, industry experiences. So it really ensures that you're really ready to actually enter the industry itself once you graduate.
Okay. So in your course of studies, maybe you want to share some memorable experience. Understands that you have just won a competition. Maybe you want to share with the audience more about your experience.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That was a very interesting experience. So my lecturer actually encouraged us to join video competitions. So we joined a competition with Singapore Cancer Society. We were making a video about raising awareness about ovarian cancer. So we made a video about that. And what's interesting is that actually we made the video during the span of the pandemic. So it was quite a challenge to try to create a film in the midst of all the chaos, but I think it worked out really well and we won the competition.
Okay, so it's actually a group of 5 of you.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you were Singapore Cancer Society announced that you're a winner, what is your instant reaction?
Oh, we all screamed basically. It was actually on live, so it was on Facebook Live because we couldn't have a physical ceremony, and it was just such a great experience. We honestly didn't think that we would make because we had competitors from a lot of big universities.
So what are some of the big universities?
So some of our competitors are NUS. I think LaSalle, NTU, and a couple of other universities.
Wow. So our media students won the bigger players. Well done.
Thank
Okay,
you.
I'm so proud of our students. Okay, and I actually shared quite a lot with you, and you actually shared with me your interest, and you wanted to actually find a company for internship. Maybe you want to share, why do you want to go for internship after you graduate?
So I really think that having a lot of experiences before you actually join as a full-time employee is really important because, when you're actually working, you don't just rely on, I guess, your grades or just like the theoretical studies that you have from school, but you really need to have hands-on experience. And I guess that's one of the things that I actually really liked about MDIS is we were actually given the chance to do attachments. So I was given the chance to do an attachment at DigiMagic Communications, and I was able to work with huge clients like Disneyland. So that really gave me industry experience even before my post-graduation internship.
Okay, that's exciting. Disneyland. So after you graduate, do you want to consider a job in Disneyland?
Maybe. I mean, it's so interesting, so I might just.
Okay, because your course of studies is very wide, cover very wide, from mass communication to digital to media to broadcast, production, etc. So which particular area of interest or industries are you really looking at?
At first I was more into advertising. But actually, after studying my modules, now I'm kind of interested in broadcast media because when I was creating the film for the competition, I actually enjoyed it so much, and I realized I actually have quite some skills in cinematography. So I'm kind of confused now, actually. I'd like to explore more before I actually make my decision.
Okay, so in the current pandemic, I think in the media and in the press, we see that a lot of companies are actually slowing down the recruitment. Do you continue to see a huge potential of you getting a job in the industry?
Actually, I still do, and I'm actually really glad that I chose mass communications because it's such a wide field, and a lot of it involves going digital and going online, like advertising, journalism. Everything is basically online, so it's like I guess it's an industry that doesn't look like it's dying anytime soon, and so I'm actually really interested. And from my attachment experience at DigiMagic, I've actually found that the communications industry is developing more and adapting to the situation extremely well. So I'm not too worried about that.
Okay, that's good to hear. I'm also very positive that the media industries is continuing to do very well, in particular in the digital marketing and social media aspect as well. Okay, thank you very much,
Thank
Andy.
you.
And now, introduce our Vietnamese students, Bill. Okay, Bill, I understand that you actually started off the A-level program with us. And now you're actually currently in the diploma program from MDIS College to MDIS.
Yes.
So maybe you want to share with us what motivates you after your GCE A-level to continue a diploma studies with us?
Okay, so a bit about my background. I've been here for more than 2 years. I came here on 2018 in August, the 1st of August. And I start my GC A-level for 16 months, and then I came back to Vietnam, and I went back to Singapore this year on February, around that. So what motivates me most is actually the attachment to MDIS. So after 16 months studying in MDIS, I felt like I'm part of the MDIS because I participate in so much activities, so much clubs, and I even have a lot of friends here, and we built a great connection. And that's one thing. The other thing is that the courses here is their duration is only approximately more than 2 years, with a very quality education, and comparing to other university like JCU or the stuff, it has like a affordable fee comparing to that. So I want to, after I finish my degree, I will apply for an internship for a job. So this is one of the large reasons that I chose MDIS.
Okay, you mentioned about internship. So any particular industries that you are looking at for internship?
I haven't figured it out yet, but so far what I want to apply for is finance.
Finance.
Yeah, and like finance and Singapore go well together.
Yes, the finance industry is one of the industry other than the healthcare industries that is still doing very well in this pandemic. Why?
Sure.
Why do you think that healthcare industries is doing very well? Obvious reason, correct? Now hospitals are very packed. And another industry, you are right, Bill, the finance industry is doing very well, especially the insurance financial institutions. Why? Because now everybody is increasing their premium coverage because of COVID situations. Okay, that's very insightful of sharing. So I understand that you are very active in our school club. So any clubs that you are participating in school right now?
Oh yeah, at the moment I'm still keeping my position as a vice captain for the badminton club.
Oh.
Before that I used to be the captain for both the football club and the badminton club.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
but
very
because
sporty.
because I went home, so I dropped my position down and I passed it to the other people to in charge for me. So yeah, that's why I'm still keeping the vice captain. And we have like some of the activities there as well. I still remember I'm doing the open house to share our interest with other people and get people in to attend to our clubs. We even have competition with outsiders coming to our school and having competition and finish in just one day, which is also very good.
So you have badminton competition?
Yes, we have.
Oh, okay. So did you win the tournaments?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
It's quite sad, but because like I've met a lot of Singaporean players, they are very professional, they are very talented, and I cannot beat those guys. So I have to work harder to even to meet them and win the tournaments.
Okay, and I know that you are actually currently staying at our hostels on campus. Maybe you want to
True.
share what's the good things about staying in a hostel?
One of the first thing that, so I apparently know that everybody knows about the pandemic outbreak and how the situation is getting worse. It's getting brighter though. When I go to the campus, right, during this quarantine, I'm not allowed to going out. So we don't have that much of a free space going outside. But MDIS trying really hard to make ourselves like home. So it's very comfortable. It provides free mask weekly, so we can change. It provides a very solid food package, and it also provides free laundry for per daily 4 pieces of clothes. And if we don't choose that, we can also ordering online, which is also help us a lot. And since we're not going out, so most of our activities is within the house in the campus, which is quite sad actually, because I'm quite an active person. I like to go out, but
So what do? You run around the campus?
no, I do. I'm actually walking up and down the stairs.
Okay, that's good exercise as well.
That's the exercise. And unfortunately, because of the current situation, so all of the other rooms like gym, music room are currently closed because of the pandemic. But I hope that it will open soon. And if I remember correctly, the gym is already open.
Okay. So generally, do y'all really feel safe in Singapore? Personally, I'm a Singaporean, so I feel very safe. As long as we put on our masks, we maintain safe distancing. So do y'all feel safe in Singapore compared to your home country?
Okay, so when I first came to Singapore was February, so it was during this time that the outbreak happened. And even though the situation getting worsened, like in March we have to close now, but I don't really feel bad about the situation, and in fact I feel really calm. And because the Singapore is doing so well, the Singapore government is doing so well, they are having direct policies of what to do and instruct the people really well of what to do, wearing a mask, going outside, 2-meter distance, and even MDIS is also doing well, trying to help us get through the days.
Okay,
and
that's great. That's great.
So it's really great.
Okay, that's great. And what do you want? Do you want to continue your degree program after you complete your diploma? And if you were to complete your diploma to degree, what specialization would you choose for your degree of studies?
Absolutely. I'm planning to apply for the Bangor University for Business Studies and Finance, which start in 30 November this year, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Okay, Bangor, good universities. Why? Because I'm a Bangor part-time student now, doing my MA education. Trust me, you made the right choice. Okay, and now we pass on to Esther, our lovely Korean lady. She's from Korean. And Esther, you want to introduce your course of studies?
Yes. At first, saying my good morning to all. This is Esther from Korea, and I'm studying under the higher diploma in tourism and hospitality. Thank you.
Oh, okay. And why did you choose the hospitality course?
Actually, there are a lot of reasons why I chose to study tourism and hospitality. After I graduated my high school, I tried different kinds of part-time jobs. It was like serving different kinds of people and teaching students, and actually, I noticed I'm quite skilled in serving people, and I really enjoyed it. And so I chose to study under tourism and hospitality.
You can see she has a look, that is very suitable for tourism and hospitality industry. Of course, in current pandemic situation, I think the hospitality and tourism industry is badly affected. But let's remain positive. In the new normal, we need to be positive. And I'm quite sure after the pandemic, the tourism industries will boom. Why? Because a lot of people has not been going traveling. So once the government open up the gateway, the international airports are open, I'm quite sure the tourism and hospitality will be in the full blast as well. And the hotels and airlines are coming back into the business as well. And of course, Esther, you did mention to me earlier on that you look forward to your internship program. Yeah. So maybe you want to share more about the internship, because in the hospitality and tourism, there are a lot of F&B, hotels. Maybe you share with us, after you graduate, what do you aspire to be? In which particular industry do you want to find employment?
To share briefly about the internship program that we have in MDIS, we actually include 6-month internship in case we, the process of being undergraduate, and Since the situation is quite difficult for us to get the internship these days, I chose not to proceed the internship, but the school provides different kinds of choices that we can make. We have express assignment that we'll be having for a month, and if we have that program, we are going to degree directly and going to graduate 6 months earlier. It's a very good opportunity for me to have like different kinds of experiences compared to other students.
Okay, that's good. Oh, and I understand that you actually participate in some national competition.
Oh, yes.
Yes, that is organized by MDIS School of Tourism and Hospitality. So maybe you want to share with us your memorable experience?
Actually, last year, MDIS has won like different kinds of competitions. It's like cocktail competition, mocktail competitions, and barista. And for barista category, we have four gold medals and 2 winners on each category.
Wow. So you participated in the barista competition.
I'm actually training myself under the mocktail competition. It's scheduled for next week.
Oh.
I'm preparing to record video. I actually come up with the new creation for my mocktail.
So you create your own ingredients
Yes,
and
I
drinks.
made, yeah.
So have you thought of a name for your drinks?
Yes, there are lists of it. I'll be sharing. The first one is Wild Berry Kiss.
Oh, okay. Why do you choose the name with a kiss?
Oh,
Because Korean drama, too much romance. Maybe you want to share a little bit more?
because my mocktail taste is like very like flower. It smells really good, and some people who tried my drink said like, oh, it makes me imagine my first love.
Ah.
It's cute.
Okay, now we know why Korean dramas is so famous. There's a saying, what? Salangheyo. Okay,
Salangheyo.
now you know. And of course, to share a little bit more, our School of Tourism and Hospitality students are really perfect, talented. They have actually won 3 key competitions in 2019. In the 2019 Inter-Private Education Institution for Mocktail Competition, our students actually came in the 2nd and the 4th placing. And at the 2019 Singapore National Cocktail Competition, we were the champion and the 2nd placing. And lastly, in 2019 International Barrister Competition, we actually won 4 gold medals. Isn't our students wonderful? Salangheyo, Esther. Okay, I hope to see Esther participate more in such national competition to actually learn what she has learned in the class and transfer into the skills and win at the competition as well. Okay, in current pandemic, probably the question for 3 of you, feel free to answer this. Okay, in current pandemic, most of us in the new normal, we are actually on the online, more digital shopping. So what has the online learning provided by MDIS impact your learning outcome? Maybe I'll share a little bit more. Do you face any difficulties when you actually study online as well? Any one of you? Okay, Andy?
In the beginning, I feel like we all struggled to kind of adapt to online studying because it's not as simple, especially for me being a mass communication student. I have a lot of practicums, a lot of hands-on lessons, and we were unable to do that. But our lecturers were really helpful in really ensuring that we were able to get the full studying experience and that we were able to learn just as good as we would if we're having physical classes. And actually, during my filming process, it was actually when the circuit breaker was happening, and we had to show our lectures, our videos online and everything, and there was a bit of a struggle with the internet connection and all, but I think it turned out really well, and we were able to get the same feedback that we would if we were having physical classes and everything.
Yes, I also observed that a lot of students like to switch off the video when they're studying online. You know, as a respect for our classmates and lecturers, just a gentle reminder, switch on your video, showcase your face. We are not that ugly, we are lovely. Yeah, and of course, any of you face other difficulties?
So I'm staying in the MDS also. So I remember I went to Singapore on February. So my first term went on smoothly. I managed to do everything physically from class to test, but it was during the second term that I start my online studying, and that time I have a subject called business skills, which taught by Miss Mariani. So she's a mass communication teacher as well. So all of the things that we do there includes a lot of communication, practice, presentation, how to write formally, all the stuff. So because like everybody stay in the hostel at the same time period, and everybody's using the Wi-Fi at that same time, so the Wi-Fi eventually crashed a lot during this time.
I think we have too many students in the hostel.
Yes, it's true.
So it has been resolved now?
Yeah, it's been resolved recently. They replaced with a new Wi-Fi, which is better, and it went smoother, I would say. And we managed to study our online class well. So I'm really fortunate that the MDIS has resolved this situation.
Okay, good. So you can hear our students' learning experience and learning outcome are really wonderful on our small little campus. Singapore, even though it's a very small red dot on the worldwide map, but Singapore generally is very safe, and we welcome all interested students to come to MDIS to study as well. And probably the last word, shall we do the saranghaeyo? Okay, in our final word, we would like to wish everyone a very good weekend, since today is a Saturday, and we hope to see you in Singapore very soon once the international airport open up as well. And everyone, bye.
사랑해요.
Rất là thú vị của cô Jesslyn và các bạn học sinh của chúng ta. Thì hy vọng là sau cái sự chia sẻ này thì các quý vị cũng có một cái nhìn rất là cụ thể về những hoạt động của MDIS. Và sau đây để các quý vị cũng biết là cái tình hình dịch như thế này thì có thể những cái ngành nghề đã có sự chuyển đổi. Thì để đáp ứng những sự chuyển đổi hiện nay thì chúng tôi xin giới thiệu những cái chuyên ngành mới của MDIS thực hiện trong năm 2020. Thì đầu tiên xin giới thiệu thầy Tham Nhiên Quay là trưởng khoa công nghệ và khoa kỹ thuật. Thầy sẽ giới thiệu với chúng ta về chuyên ngành Robotic Technology. Xin kính mời thầy. Please welcome Dr. Tham.
Hi, good morning, and thank you for taking time together with us today. And today I'm going to talk about the robotics technology with MDIS. Okay, everybody, I think in Vietnam, Industry 4.0 is talking, everybody is talking about Industry 4.0. Actually, what is Industry 4.0 and what it consists of? So Industry 4.0, where you can see, this is you can robotics, then the system integrations, Internet of Things, cybersecurity, cloud computing. All of these are the part and parcel of the Industry 4.0. Yeah. So I'm going to bring you to the two things that which our programs are mainly focused on. The first one is the Internet of Things. Internet of Things, as you can see, a lot of us actually are using, and we are using all of these small devices that are connected with each other and they're talking to each other. For example, as you can see, your iWatch, your iPad, your computer, and your system, they're all interconnected into one, and then they will talk with each other. So these are all the consumer Internet of Things. On the other side, as you can see, the bigger picture, your health, your travels, your hotels, all they're interlinked together. When you travel, you check into your hotels, they know what time you're coming in. So these are all the industrial Internet of Things. So the next one I'm going to bring in is your advanced robotics. Everybody's, I think, have encountered before robots. So this is one of the examples where you have the maids to help you to mop your floor, wash your dishes and things. Another one, kitchen as well. If you don't know how to cook, it doesn't matter. If you have your mobile phones, you just key in your favorite dishes, then the robot will cook for you. After some time, you will have your meal served at your desk or your table. So when you're traveling, I think everybody will find it very, very difficult or very troublesome to take your luggage away, right? To find your luggage, but that is in the past. Now, your luggage will follow wherever you go. When you are in the airport especially, so they follow you, you go and buy your things, you go to do your shoppings, doesn't matter. Your bag is there whenever you go, and you can buy and you can save and you put it into your bag instantly. So further to that, in medical industry as well, we see surgeons using robots to help them to do the surgery. The robots are doing the surgeries while the surgeon is just monitoring the process. So the robot can do a very precise cutting and sewing as well. So moving forward, there will be a lot of robots in the industry. So next one, your pet. You can have your pet dog now. You can program your pet. Okay, he will come back, you swing the tail or whatever, you can protect. You can program them in the way that you want them to be, right? And as well, there's a lot of robots in, some of you in Vietnam, you have a big lawn. So to cut all the grasses, it takes a lot of time. So robots is here to help you to cut all the grasses, and you can spend more time with your families. And last but not least, in the restaurants now, I think we are served by robots waiters as well. So all of these are coming in, and we are experiencing it now. So robotics technology, we have the program with Plymouth Universities, which is one of the top universities in the UK. We provide this robotics program. So what is good about this program? Let's see. So we are the only PI in Singapore and offering these up-to-date programs in Singapore with all the needed skills. So in-depth knowledge in robotics as well as artificial intelligence is incorporated in the program. And to support that, we have well-equipped in laboratories, and also we provide substantial hands-on and in-depth theoretical studies in the program. So that is why this program is good, and this program is important in the coming years. Okay, before I go to the pathway, any questions that you want to talk about the programs that you have? Is there any questions that you would like to ask? Okay. If not, then I'm going to go through the pathway to our program. So basically, if you have a year 10, you can come to our STEMA program. Then you complete our STEMA program within 6 months' time. Then you move up to the 3 years robotics technology programs, which you can start from year 1. Okay, so the 3 years program plus your STEMA, it will be 3.5 years. Then you complete your whole program in 3.5 years. Okay, so if you have a HND or other relevant diploma, you can come into our program as well. So you can come into the program, and we can first year exempted, and then you go to the second year, and then you do 2 years in our program to complete the program in 2 years' time. Yeah. So these are the pathway, and these are the avenue that you can come in and join our program, right? So anybody have any questions about the entry requirement to the programs? Anybody have any questions? Right. Okay. So you can ask me any questions along the way. Yep. Okay, let's look into the program outcome or learning outcome of the program. Yep. This is one of the program which you can have a fulfilling career in engineering because it involves the most up-to-date skills that you needed in the industry, for example, robotics and artificial intelligence. I think everybody is talking about artificial intelligence. So this program is incorporated inside. Those core skills for artificial intelligence is in the program as well. So this program is also encouraging and applying all the technical and generic skills to facilitate you in your lifelong learning and your continual professional development as well. So we have all the opportunities of practicals and project-based work which will help you develop your skills as well, yeah? Okay, before that, let me go into the program structures of the program, where you can see from first year and second year, you're going to do all the core of robotics, right? So you need to learn all the core, like programming, your mathematics, your embedded software, hardware, real-time system. This is all in your first and second year. And the core of artificial intelligence come in when you are in the third year, where you have to do the machine programming, machine learning, humanoid robots, machine visions, and all the computing. So these are all the hardcore of artificial intelligence that you need to apply into your robotic system, which you have studied in year 1 and year 2. So this whole program as a whole, we prepared you to be in the industry's 4.0 area of integrated system, advanced robotics, and artificial intelligence. This is why this program is so good. Right. So these are the system, the smart system in our laboratory, and we are using the industrial grade robots for our students to use and to practice as well. Right. So you have the hands-on industrial experience inside our lab, and then when you go out, you can use the lab. You can use your lab experience or lab hands-on experience to work straight away in the industries. So we also bring our students outside to expose them to various different type of activities or industries. So we go to Mazda, pixel test, so we expose them to a variety of different type of industries. And on top of that, we also bring in our industrial partners to talk about what they need from our students, job opportunities, the expectations of our students. So different industries we bring them in as well to talk to our students. Yeah. So you have your theory and you have your practicals and you have your industrial experience as well. So moving forward, let's go to the next one, is the industrial needs for robots. As you can see, the demand and the annual growth of industrial robot is growing rapidly at 14% per year average. So you can see, moving forward, there are a lot of robots around us. I believe some of you might have a robot vacuum at home as well. So those are the things that is happening now. And that's the job demand. As you can see, the job demand for AI talents is increasing by 379% now. In machine learning, it's about 188%, and in automation, it's 89%. So you have a big futures, a bright future ahead with all this demand, and the jobs are ready for you once you graduate. So what are the industrial careers that you can go into, which are medical? So nurses, now they're replaced with robots. So you need to program the robots, they need to service the robots. So you are needed there as well. Tourism, hospitalities, yes, no doubt now is booming with robots here as well. You can see a lot of robots outside the hotels. You can see the robot server. So you are needed in the hospitality industry as well. Manufacturing is no doubt, all now we go to automations, all cars, all manufacturing lines, they are all in the automations. Last but not least, in the transport, is moving forward. There'll be no more people driving around. It's all autonomous cars. So you are needed a lot in this automation or transport industries. So you need to program your car, when to stop. You use all the sensors around the cars, use all the webcam to derive. So you are there. You are needed to do the programming. You are needed to do all these things. So let's go to see what an average salary everybody is talking about. After I studies, what job can I do and how much I will be paid, right? So an average, I put a few examples from Indeed. I'm taking this from the Indeed website, which is the HR website. So for machine learning engineers, an average salary of 5,929 per month. Or you want to be a robotics engineers, is 3,009. System engineers, control engineers, instrumentation engineers, system integration, all these are needed here and you are paid well for these jobs, right? Okay, so these are some of the examples of jobs that you can do after completions of your studies. So everybody know about COVID-19, right? So in Singapore, we have this park safe distancing officer. Okay, I would like to introduce our park safe distancing officer here. Have any idea how the officer look like? Do you know how the officer look like? Yeah. Okay, let me introduce to you our safe distancing officer. This is our safe distancing officer, which it goes around the park and remind everybody, please keep safe distancing. So we are now using robots rather than using human beings to go around. So moving forward, I believe in your country, Vietnam, this will be implemented as well. Yeah, right. So please prepare for yourself. These things will be in your park as well. So last but not least, we have these other engineering programs in our school. We have electrical, electronics, mechanical. Yeah, so these are the programs that we have in engineering schools. So do you have any questions that you would like to ask about the program before I complete?
Dr. Tom,
Yep.
the agent, they're asking about the entry requirement for this program.
Entry requirement. Okay, entry requirements. If you're coming from a year 10, you need to do the STEMA program. Okay, year 10 STEMA program. Then after the STEMA, you can go into the degree. If you have a year 12, you need to have mathematics and physics. Yeah, year 12 mathematics and physics is a must. And on top of that, you need to score also English test 6.0 IELTS. Right? If you're coming into the second year, if you have a diploma or higher diploma, the relevant diploma will be like mechatronics, the electrical electronics, electrical systems. So these are all the relevant. So if you have a higher diploma, please let us have a look at your transcript, and we need to do the mapping then for the applications. Yep. Any more questions? Okay. So, okay, there's a quiz for you to ask. How many years is the robotics program if you are going to join us from year 1? So there's a link, then you can participate and send your answer in. Yeah. Then our country managers will give you the answers after that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. With that, thank you very much for your time again, and see you at MDIS. Thank you.
Xin cảm ơn thầy Dr. Thâm. Thì có thể show lại cái câu hỏi được không? Can you show the question again? Thì đây là cái câu hỏi thứ nhất. Câu hỏi thứ nhất để cho cái chương trình trúng thưởng ngày hôm nay. Thì câu hỏi đầu tiên là what many years is robotic program if you study from year 1? Thì các anh chị vui lòng gửi câu trả lời vào cái Zoom chat, cái tài khoản là Daphne. Và anh chị nào gửi câu trả lời mình á, thì bao gồm có các quý vị đấy là question 1, câu trả lời đầy đủ họ tên, email và tên của công ty các anh chị đang công tác. Và các anh chị gửi về cái trong Zoom chat tài khoản là Daphne. Anh chị nào gửi câu trả lời nhanh nhất và chính xác nhất thì sẽ nhận được phần quà của MDIS. Và chương trình của chúng ta sẽ bắt đầu ha. Và kế tiếp thì xin chia sẻ cái chuyên ngành học tiếp theo. Đây là một cái chuyên ngành cũng khá là quan trọng và đáp ứng xu thế hiện nay. Thì các quý vị cũng biết là về Internet Nó là một cái nhu cầu thiết yếu và không thể thiếu trong đời sống của chúng ta ngày hôm nay. Và để đảm bảo được chúng ta sử dụng Internet nó an toàn như thế nào, thì chúng tôi xin giới thiệu chương trình Master of Cyber Security. Đây là cái chương trình mới của MDIS và sẽ được trình bày bởi cô Christina. Please welcome Miss Christina for Master of Cyber Security. Please welcome.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Christina, lecturer in MDIS and program leader for our Teesside University. I'm a certified ethical hacker and a forensics investigator. I'm also an EC Council security specialist and an incident handler. I'll start my presentation with the term cybersecurity. Cybersecurity was coined back in 1988 when the first online worm hit the internet, affecting 60,000 computers. The code for this online worm is still available in the Computer History Museum. Today, when we talk about cybersecurity, it refers to all the efforts that humans do to protect their computers, their networks, and their data from any unauthorized usage. Today's cybersecurity is facing a lot of challenges. Starting with the first one, the visibility challenge. Our users and devices, they are visible remotely. The footprint on the internet is so huge that the attackers make it simple to attack and compromise our information. There are new attack surface areas. With the Internet of Technology becoming the next boom, hackers are getting better and bigger surface areas to compromise our information. Phishing attacks have become more and more sophisticated with the latest technologies. On top of that, we have companies discovering these attacks too late. Every single delay in the discovery would lead companies not only to economic loss, but also to the loss of their reputation. Ransomware has an even uglier face now. It is now known as doxware, where organizations not only harass the companies, but they also harass them saying that we are going to sell your information on the internet and then email all your customers around. The challenges don't end here. We have another challenge, that is talent shortage. So the demand for cybersecurity professionals is much more than the supply. Cybersecurity offers you with a better future. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the rate of growth for jobs in information security is projected at 37% from 2012 to 2022. That's much faster than the average for all other occupations. The cybersecurity sector is likely to grow by 28% by 2026, and the demand for ethical hackers is going to continue to overweigh supply. As per the CyberArk Global Advanced Threat Landscape report, around $1 trillion has been spent over the past 7 years on cybersecurity, with 95% success. But the success is for the attackers and not for the organizations. So cybersecurity as a course offers you with better career opportunities. You can expect to earn up to $100,000 per annum as a cybersecurity specialist, and eventually earn more than $200,000 per annum when you become a senior VP or a CEO. Let's talk how can you become a cybersecurity specialist. get a degree in cybersecurity, get some personal professional certifications, and get the habit of continuous lifelong learning, which we offer in MDIS. In MDIS, School of Technology, we offer 3 courses which are awarded by MDIS. Our International Foundation Diploma in Science, Technology, Engineering and Arts, Higher Diploma in IT, or in Ethical Hacking and Forensics Investigations Countermeasures in collaboration with EC Council. Teesside University offers, in collaboration with MDIS, Bachelors of Science in IT, in Cybersecurity Networks, and a Master's course in Cybersecurity. This is the program structure and pathway. You can start with International Foundation Diploma in Science, Technology, Engineering and Arts, which has a duration of 6 months and is awarded by MDIS. Moving up the ladder, you have a higher diploma in IT or a higher diploma in Ethical Hacking and Forensics Investigation Countermeasures in collaboration with EC Council, which is awarded by MDIS, and the duration is 7 months. Further up, we have our BSc program, which can be in IT or in cybersecurity and networks. The duration for the program is 24 months. If you move on from International Foundation, and then if you directly go after higher diploma, the duration is 16 months. So you go for a lateral entry to year 2. Moving further up, you can join our Masters in Science Cybersecurity, which has a duration of 1 year and is awarded by Teesside University. Let me talk more about our Teesside University programs. Teesside University is ranked 801 in the Times Higher Education World University Rankings 2020, and it has won many excellence awards. And it is among the top 6% of all participating world universities for overall average satisfaction among international students. The program structure for BSc in IT. Now, this BSc in IT program is offered in collaboration with Teesside University. We have year 1, 2, and 3. The good news is there is no examination for the course. It is a totally 100% coursework-based course with variety of modules encompassing computers and mobile technologies, rapid development systems, databases, information security, network, system administration, ICT service management, and then in the final year we have a computing project. If you are interested in cybersecurity and networks, the bachelor's degree offers you with deep understanding of cybersecurity and our network courses. It provides you with modules including data acquisition and security, talking about information security and cybercrime, digging deep into network scripting, architecture, mobile services, network infrastructure, specialist networks, enterprise service management. So we are making you future ready for the industry. Our Masters of Science Cybersecurity program has a set of modules which are integrated for a wider domain. Looking at the structure, we start with hacking the human. So the students will be going through the understanding of using different tools for hacking technologies like Nmap, the Harvester, Metapreter, Metasploit, all these tools. You will be working hands-on with tools for hacking, but not black hat hacking, it is ethical hacking. We move on to IoT security, which is the future, and then we will also have a module covering all the ethics and laws, including GDPR, PDPA, HIPAA certifications, all these certifications. we also have a module which covers mobile systems, because mobile is our best friend today and the worst enemy. So we talk about the cybersecurity in mobile systems, system administration and security, and move on to research and a master's project. It would be unfair if I end my presentation without talking about coronavirus. So I discuss about pandemic, how cybersecurity matters even more during the coronavirus pandemic. As per Monster Cloud, top cybersecurity experts report 4,000 cyber attacks a day have been done since COVID-19 pandemic. Cybersecurity companies and law enforcement report 800% surge in cases, including big names like Honda, Garmin, Canon. So what can we do? How can we protect ourselves? The practical actions which we all can do is, we can step up with our cyber hygiene standards. Make sure you are using passwords which are long and complex. Never use passwords across the web, same password, reusing passwords, or writing it down somewhere. Use reliable internet connections. Be careful what you are downloading, where you are downloading it from. Download URLs, visit URLs which are trusted. Digital viruses spread much like physical ones. Your potential mistakes online could very well contaminate others in the organization, an address book, or a wider community. You can visit us on our social media websites, MDIS SOT at Facebook, MDIS School of Technology, SOT Instagram. Thank you. So we have a question here for you. This is a quiz for cybersecurity. Which of the following 4 passwords is the most secure? Is it both 123 password, 123456, or G capital JXZNP4Q@? Which one is the most secure passwords out of these 4? Please answer.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Cái câu hỏi kế tiếp là which of the following 4 passwords is the most secure? Thì các anh chị, mình sẽ có 4 cái lựa chọn ha. Các anh chị nào gửi câu trả lời, lúc nãy mình có nhận một số câu trả lời thì nó bị thiếu, có nghĩa là có câu trả lời nhưng mà thiếu tên, thiếu email hoặc là thiếu tên công ty. Cho nên là cái câu trả lời hợp lệ của mình là gồm có để là câu trả lời họ và tên của mình, email và tên công ty thì nó sẽ là câu trả lời hợp lệ. Ok, mình sẽ bắt đầu câu trả lời thứ 2 ha. Và kế tiếp thì xin mời các quý vị cùng theo dõi phần trình bày của thầy Ignatius Thieu. Thầy là trưởng khoa công nghệ, trưởng khoa truyền thông và khoa business. Thì thầy sẽ mang tới cho chúng ta chương trình về Master of Digital Social Media Marketing. Đây là một trong những cái chương trình mà đang rất là phổ biến và bắt kịp với lại xu hướng. Please welcome Mr. Ignatius.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Really a very nice weekend to one and all. I'm Mr. Ignatius Thieu. I'm with the MDIS Business School, and I'm very happy to be here because it gives me great opportunity to be able to share with you a program that we are very proud to offer to everyone. Okay, maybe as a start, if I could just explain to you about a little bit about our MDIS Business School and why we say that we are one of the biggest business schools in private education in Singapore, primarily for the reason that for any business discipline that you may want to study in, for example, if you want to do general business management, marketing, And even in the area of, I would say, airline and airport management, okay, we have a course for you. Okay, as our president, Dr. Eric Kwan, as well as our senior director, Jesslyn Wong, earlier had shared with everyone about the history of MDIS, as well as the number of students that have gone through our school. You can rest assured that we come with history and credibility in terms of the programs that we offer. I think that's very important when you take any educational program, that you know and you want to have that confidence that you are learning from teachers and lecturers that come with a lot of knowledge, and you will graduate with a certificate which you can use when you look for a job. Okay, and so that really is the unique selling point of the MDIS Business School. You have a course that you can take as long as you want to upgrade yourself and learn something new. We have lecturers that are very knowledgeable, I would say. Many of them have PhDs, doctorates, masters, and so you know that you will be learning from knowledgeable individuals that also have the industry experience. I think one other consideration is the fact that when you take a program, we have to consider the duration of it. And I'm sure all of us have a certain schedule that we are working with in order to, factor into our plans, which includes looking for a job in the future. So I would say a program that is not too long in duration, but at the same time organized and structured in such a way where you get good learning is one of the main criteria in assessing what program you should sign up for. An education program with MDIS Business School, all the way from the International Foundation Diploma to the time that you get a bachelor degree, takes only 2 years and 4 months. I think you will agree with me that that is a very reasonable amount of time to spend, where in the process you will get an International Foundation Diploma. From there you go on to do a diploma and then do a degree and graduate with a bachelor degree, all in 2 years and 4 months. It's a very comfortable period of time. You spend another 1 more year, you get a master degree. Okay, so we are able to offer you this where you learn at a comfortable pace, but also not spend too much time on a program that stretches for too long. Is because we work on a term basis, whereby every 3 months, okay, you will be learning and according to a timetable, covering the modules at a comfortable pace. Okay, right? With, of course, a break in between before you start the second term. At the MDIS Business School, we also believe in outside of classroom learning, and we bring students out on field trips, visits to companies, whereby they will be able to see what is taught in the classroom, in a sense offered in a company, and they operationalize and applied in company operations. So for example, we bring students to visit Google to understand how Google does so well in search engine optimization. We also understand how Google is able to monetize their service, their search engine optimization service. Okay, so there will always be this connection between what you learn in the classroom and what actually happens in the real business world through field trips and industry talks that students will have will get to experience. I think at the end of the day, we also pride our school on being a very caring school, and you can rest assured that your lecturers will guide you very, very closely. They will coach you so that they will ensure that you will learn well, and that you will understand what is taught and be able to apply it so that when you graduate, you can use those skills and knowledge in your new careers. Okay, this is a feedback from a student who has benefited from a program that she took with the business school, and she says that she's now able to understand, okay, global businesses, how they operate, but I think importantly is acquiring that critical thinking skill, okay, which is so important in today's context in the workplace, where you're able to look at things from different angles. Okay, so we are also proud to know that people acknowledge our contribution, and we have been awarded the Best Business Program Provider. All right, okay, and we are proud of it because it's an endorsement of our work. So that was an overview of the MDIS Business School. I would like to just now highlight one program which we feel is very relevant to the industry and for our students that is now being offered to you all. This is the Master of Science, Digital and Social Media Marketing. As we understand, digital and social media marketing takes place all around us now. In Vietnam, we know that many of us are on the internet, okay, yourselves, and up to 75.7 million in 2 years' time or 3 years' time will be on the internet. Okay, 7 hours is spent on the internet, getting information, being entertained, chatting with friends. All this takes place mostly through the mobile phone. And what is the media content that is consumed when we access these internet sites and use social media? It is mainly to watch videos as well as to interact with friends using social media. And Facebook as a platform, as well as YouTube, are the most popular networks in your country. The internet economy, which includes e-commerce, is valued at $9 billion, okay, in Vietnam, and it contributes to 4% of your country's GDP, and that is a lot. And what it means for us as business students, and eventually we could be contributing either in a capacity of a business development manager, a marketing executive, or we could even be, say, an operations manager, is that in the area of anything that is digital, right, there will be business to be made, which then also means that there will be jobs required. And so we decided that in order to give our students that opportunity to learn knowledge in the digital and social media marketing, we tied up with a university called the University of Plymouth. They are a UK university. They offered honors programs, okay, at bachelor level, and of course they also have this Master of Science in Digital and Social Media Marketing. The university, on the whole, I would like to highlight is that they are very pro-students learning. And so it is not surprising that they have been placed fourth in the international category, voted by their students for that they outreach to students and whereby they pay very close attention to that learning experience of their students. Okay. So you know that when you sign up for a program, you will be eventually graduating with a master degree from a recognized and credible university. Okay, for this particular program that I highlighted, which is the Master of Science, Digital and Social Media Marketing, students are equipped with the knowledge eventually, okay, in order to use digital marketing strategies, okay, to maximize their companies' I would say business objectives, right? And in the process, they will be able to take all those knowledge and also apply very effectively into their marketing campaigns. And they're able to do this because at the end of the day, when I share with you the modules, the format of teaching and learning is based on acquiring theories and principles, but going and using it to apply it to assignments, okay, as well as projects. And so you will always have that practical experience for any concepts that you learn. What are some job opportunities for someone with a master degree like that? I would say one of which is to be a very, very good digital marketing manager. Okay. You know, these days, marketing strategies require you to clearly communicate, right, your company's product or service, and communicate effectively the message that you want to put across to your target audience. And considering how, you know, a lot of consumption of media content now is online, it makes the digital marketing manager position all that important. Of course, market research is also another area whereby with this master degree you can go into. Market research allows us to understand our consumers' preference and then their behaviors. And so, you know, having that, I would say, information of your customers and what it means in terms of you know, how they behave and how they purchase and how they use your product or service, an appreciation, and ultimately strategizing your plans around the information that you collect, okay, again makes a market research analyst and a very important personnel within any company. Of course, your brand value, your brand equity, your brand positioning, again requires a brand manager who has knowledge in that area to be able to, you know, ensure that your company continues to be top of mind for your customers, which again means that brand managers are going to be very sought after. Likewise with promotions manager, and again, you know, seeing how social media now is very widely used by all consumers and by your customers, a social media marketing individual is also again a very important component in your company. All this translates to opportunities for students who graduate with a program, with a certificate in a program like that, will be able to find employment in these areas. And so I would say that this program is useful because it will give you that job opportunity in the future. Okay. Some specifics about the program. The delivery, we obviously have structured it to be face-to-face. Current situation, if we are not able to meet for face-to-face because of the pandemic, we are able to also deliver it to you online. Okay. Commencement is on the 26th of October, meaning that we start the program on the 26th of October, and it lasts for 1 year as a full-time program. You know, earlier I mentioned about the jobs and the opportunities with a certification like that, with a master degree like this, and these are really the modules that you will be taking, and you will see that there are very digital marketing specific modules like number 3 and number 6. Okay, right? Equally important would be a module to help you understand your consumers' behavior and their preference, and that would be module number 4, analytics and databases. And not forgetting getting a refresher as well as an update on the fundamentals, I would say, of marketing is also important, so that you get both the contemporary knowledge of digital marketing and marrying this with what is obviously the foundation to this whole aspect of marketing. We will also have modules that they will remind us about the importance of branding, okay, as well as marrying marketing within your company's corporate strategies. So all that culminates with the last module, which is you could regard that as a major project, as a final year assignment, whereby you take all those skills and produce a capstone project. Okay. I won't go through the details of the modules because these are all found on the MDIS Business School website. But I hope that I have given you an insight into some of the skills that you will learn and the very useful knowledge that you can gain when you take this program. I will leave fees aside because I'm sure you will be able to communicate with our country managers and our consultants who will advise you on this. I just want to very quickly highlight the entry requirements. If you have an honors degree, you certainly will, a bachelor degree, you will certainly qualify for this program. Okay? Or we could be very experienced marketers and would have worked for a couple of years. 8 years is the reference. You will also qualify for this program. English language requirement, if you have come through a degree program, a bachelor degree program whereby it was taught in English, you will qualify for it. Okay. If not, if we use IELTS as a reference, it's a IELTS 6.5 score will gain you entry into the program. And this is the certificate you will receive. And we will now lead you into a question, okay, whereby you could win some prizes, I believe. And I will read out the question, and I think my colleague Daphne will also highlight it in Vietnamese. Am I correct? Sure. Okay, the question is, how many modules are there in the Master of Science Digital and Social Media Marketing program? I think it's easy enough. The options are there. So pick your option, and I believe you could win a prize.
Thì cái câu trả lời câu hỏi thứ 3 thì các anh chị gửi câu trả lời vào cái đúng tài khoản là Daphne thì nó mới hợp lệ nha. Câu trả lời cái câu trả lời của mình gồm có câu trả lời nè, có họ tên nè, email, tên công ty và vô cái tài khoản của Daphne. Okay, let's start. Okay, thank you very much.
Sure.
Và cuối cùng thì cái chuyên ngành cuối cùng, đây là một trong những cái ngành mà cũng đang là đáp ứng cái thực trạng hiện nay về ngành y tế ở trên khắp thế giới. Và MDIS có chuyên ngành Master in Public Health Management, in Healthcare Management and Public Health. Và xin mời cô Sainosa, cô là Program Executive của chương trình. Please welcome Miss Sainosa.
A very good morning to you all. Very good morning to you all. My name is Dr. Sainosa and I'll be presenting on Masters of Public Health and Masters of Healthcare Management. You'll be pleased to know that I'm the last speaker for today and my presentation will not be lasting for more than 10 minutes. So please bear with me for 10 minutes. Before I start my presentation, I would like to know why studying healthcare is important. Studying healthcare is important, especially during this time, is because health plays a very important and significant role for every human being. As the age progresses, we are getting used to the diseases like diabetes, hypertension, and so on and so forth. So people are getting curious to know about these diseases. And everybody wants to know how to tackle the diseases and how to prevent these diseases. So healthcare practitioners play an important role in letting the people know how to exactly go about tackling these diseases. Learning healthcare also helps you to create an action plan on the basis of clean eating, how to go about exercising, and on how to be proactive in planning your healthcare system. So I would like to move forward in giving you a short presentation on Masters of Public Health and Masters of Healthcare Management. MDIS is playing a key role in promoting these two programs, as we have this program in two phases. We have full-time for 12 months and we have part-time for 18 months. Both the full-time and part-time for Masters in Public Health and Masters in Healthcare Management will be commencing in September. The entry requirement is, if your age is 21 and above, you can take up this program. If you are holding a degree in life science related, you can also enter into the program. But if you don't have a degree in healthcare, and you're a matured candidate of 30 years and above with 8 years of experience, then also you can enter this program. For English requirement, we need an IELTS score of 6.5. If you don't have an IELTS score of 6.5, you can also produce a letter which is known as MOI, Medium of Instruction Letter, from the institution you've studied your degree from. For more details like application fees and course fees, you can consult our friendly Vietnam country manager, Ms. Stephanie, or you can also visit our MDIS website. Moving forward, I would like to give you a brief idea, basically an overview of Masters of Public Health and Masters of Healthcare Management. Basically, Masters of Public Health focuses on planning and implementation of new health programs. It will be more towards research-based modules. Whereas for Masters in Healthcare Management focuses to become an executive leaders or managers of an healthcare organization. Later, I will give you a brief idea about what modules will be taught to you during this program. For Masters in Public Health, we'll be more focusing towards epidemiology, informing policy and strategy like modules, which will also be covering research-based modules, as public health is more towards research modules. Whereas for Masters in Healthcare Management, it will be more towards strategic management of healthcare and leadership and collaboration and working with public health and healthcare setup. You'll be pleased to know that we have no exams for this program. It's 100% coursework. Moving forward to the very important aspect of this program is the job scope. I can assure you that once you complete this program, you will be having 80 to 90% of chances of landing up getting a job. Some of the job scopes I have listed here, which are epidemiologist, research associate, biostatistician. You can also work as an educator in any institution, or you can also work as a counselor. I have also stated the average salary for each and every job scope that I have mentioned here. And as you can see, there's also a growth which is predicted by 2022, which is going to go from 5% to 30%. So once you take up this program, not only you earn good, but your growth rate also increases. Moving forward, these are the job scopes for healthcare management programs. For healthcare management programs, I would like to share my own experience as I am one of the ex-student of this program who is working as a healthcare consultant, point 10. So after you complete this Masters in Healthcare Management, you can end up getting a job anywhere except you can also get up a job in marketing. You can also end up getting a job in banking, finance. So studying healthcare not only means that you can get job in hospital settings or laboratories, but it has a broader horizon of job opportunities all over the globe. When I was studying Masters in Healthcare Management, we were 12 applicants who were studying for this course, and I am pleased to share with you the information that all of us have landed getting a pretty decent and promising job in healthcare industry. What I personally feel is working in an healthcare industry not only broadens your knowledge, but it also helps you to serve your nation with good satisfaction at work. So these are the important points that I have been highlighted. I am highlighting it to you regarding these programs. If you have any queries regarding the program, please visit our MDIS website, and also you can contact Ms. Stephanie, the program country manager. And I would like to summarize my presentation by highlighting the important points of the program. That is, it's a complete coursework program, so there's no exam for you. You'll be only concentrating on assignments. And being an international student myself, I can assure you that the hostel facilities, the career assisting unit, and all the facilities offered by MDIS will help you grow in this program. And job opportunities, if one of your concern is job, then I can assure you that after completing either Masters in Healthcare Management or Public Health, you will surely end up getting a job for yourself. And I would like to end this presentation by giving you a short question for the quiz, which is the last question for today. That is, what month is Masters of Public Health and Masters of Healthcare Management commencing? Your options are A, February, B, December, C, September, and D, October. So thank you for listening to me, and if you have any queries, please do visit MDIS website or do contact Ms. Stephanie. And I'm looking forward to see you enroll into this program. Thank you and have a great weekend.
Thank you so much, Miss Sainosa. Và đây là câu hỏi cuối cùng, cơ hội cuối cùng. Thì câu số 4 là What month is Master of Public Health and Healthcare Management commencing? Thì mình sẽ có 4 câu trả lời. Em xin nhắc lại là câu trả lời sẽ gửi vào tài khoản của Daphne ở trong Zoom chat. Nội dung là câu trả lời, họ tên, email và tên công ty. Và để kết thúc, trước khi kết thúc chương trình thì thầy hiệu trưởng có đôi lời. Thì thầy hiệu trưởng có đôi lời chia sẻ trước khi chúng ta kết thúc chương trình. Please welcome.
Thank you. Xin chào, xin chào. I hope you all have found the event very useful because we try to present to you what we have done in the recent years and including what is our latest development. One of the things that we want to tell you is that we are geared up with facilities to support your education plan so that when you enroll with us, right, although initially you are using Zoom learning, we make sure that the Zoom learning is useful and productive. And also, as you can see in today's newspaper in Singapore, Singapore government has got arrangement with Vietnam government that when Vietnamese come to Singapore, they only need to have 1 week of stay-home quarantine. This is to protect the Vietnamese students, including the people who are studying with the Vietnamese students.
Thì thầy có đôi lời chia sẻ là thầy rất là cảm ơn quý vị đã dành thời gian đến tham dự cái buổi hội thảo ngày hôm nay. Thì hy vọng là những cái thông tin vừa rồi nó sẽ rất là hữu ích cho chúng ta. Và thầy cũng chia sẻ thêm là vừa rồi ở trên báo đài ở Sing thì họ cũng thông tin là những chính phủ Sing sẽ nói khi mà học sinh Việt Nam chúng ta nhập cảnh qua Sing á thì sẽ chỉ có cách ly là 7 ngày thay vì 14 ngày. Thì đó là cái tín hiệu tốt dành cho sinh viên Việt Nam chúng ta, và cũng đây là cách để mà chính phủ Singapore họ bảo vệ sinh viên Việt Nam.
For all of us, for all parents in the world, we all understand that the current COVID-19 pandemic will pass over, and we have to prepare for the future. We cannot say because of COVID-19 we keep our children at home. They have to further their education and prepare for the future, which is likely going to be starting by end of this year, because COVID-19 is under control in Vietnam and as well as in Singapore.
Kính thưa các quý vị phụ huynh, thì cái đại dịch COVID-19 thì nó vẫn đang diễn ra, nhưng mà không thể gì vì cái đại dịch này mà làm cản trở cái kế hoạch học tập của con em chúng ta. Thì tôi cũng xin khuyến khích là với cái môi trường học tập trực tuyến cũng có thể giúp ích rất nhiều để con em chúng ta có thể tiếp tục theo cái kế hoạch học tập này. Và hiện tại thì cái dịch bệnh về Covid đã được kiểm soát rất là tốt ở tại Việt Nam vào tôi nghĩ là tới cuối năm, và hiện tại ở Singapore thì cái dịch Covid này cũng đã được kiểm soát chặt chẽ, và nó đã có sự tiến bộ rất là rõ rệt.
So, you can see from today's event, we have introduced to you many programs, new programs. For example, in engineering, K-12, we are introducing robotic program. That is the future. And for IT, we have introduced to you cyber security. A lot of potential jobs are there.
Vừa rồi thì trường chúng tôi cũng đã giới thiệu rất là nhiều cái chuyên ngành mới, ví dụ như là ngành về robotic technology. Đây là một cái ngành học và có định hướng của tương lai. Kế tiếp là về Master of Cyber Security, có nghĩa là ngành thạc sĩ về an ninh mạng, và ngành quản lý y tế công.
So, when we look at after COVID-19, what is there for us in the tourism sector?
Thì sau cái dịch Covid này thì kế tiếp sự hồi phục lại của ngành tourism.
In tourism and hospitality, we have also expanded our training opportunities in this particular industry through the professional diploma program, which is 6 months duration with a lot of in-company training.
Và sau cái chuyên ngành về du lịch khách sạn nhà hàng á, thì chúng tôi cũng sẽ phát triển rất là nhanh và mở rộng với nhiều đối tác cho quá trình cho cái chương trình thực tập. Thì chúng tôi cũng là đẩy mạnh đào tạo chương trình đào tạo về chương trình 6+6 là chương trình 6 tháng học và 6 tháng thực tập ở tại Singapore.
We have also introduced airport management program, where the students will get a chance to go to UK for training in one of the international airport in UK.
Và bên cạnh đó chúng tôi cũng sẽ tiến hành giới thiệu cái chương trình là quản trị về hàng không sân bay, airport management. Thì đây là cái chương trình này học sinh viên của chúng ta có cơ hội để qua bên UK để thực tập.
We have a wide variety of business programs including Master MBA program.
Chúng tôi có rất là nhiều chuyên ngành về quản trị kinh doanh.
Our MBA program is supported by assignment-based style of coursework, which makes a lot of practical experience to be gathered when you present the assignment for assessment by the lecturers.
Và trong cái chương trình về business thì chúng tôi có cái chuyên ngành về thạc sĩ quản trị kinh doanh. Thì cái chương trình này á, là đào tạo về quản trị và về hình thức mà đánh giá thì sẽ là cái điểm xây dựng bài trong lớp và điểm assignment.
We have introduced this year for those adults who are now working in Vietnam and who want to upgrade their bachelor degree to that of a master degree.
Và chúng tôi xin giới thiệu chương trình này ở tại Việt Nam là dành cho những người đã đi làm hoặc là những người muốn nâng cao kiến thức của mình.
We have introduced hybrid learning program involving MBA with 5 different specialisms.
Và chúng tôi giới thiệu chương trình thạc sĩ quản trị kinh doanh nhưng mà theo hình thức học trực tuyến với 5 cái chuyên ngành khác nhau.
So that allow you to continue to work in Vietnam, but you go online and learn the hybrid approach to get your MBA.
Đây là cái chương trình mà có thể giúp chúng ta khi chúng ta có thể học ở tại Việt Nam khi chúng ta làm việc ở tại Việt Nam và học song song với chương trình này.
When we talk about hybrid approach, we are talking about webinar, face-to-face interaction, right, including coursework with your classmate and guidance from the lecturer.
Thì đây là cái chương trình học mà gồm có chúng ta có điểm học xây dựng bài trong lớp, điểm làm nhóm và có sự hướng dẫn của giáo sư.
We also have introduced Master in Public Health for those people who want to work in hospital, for those people who are now working in hospital, including bác sĩ, the doctors who are there now working. They can take up a Master in Public Health.
Và kế tiếp là cái chương trình thạc sĩ về quản trị y tế công. Thì đây là cái chương trình mà dành cho những người nào mà làm việc ở tại bệnh viện hoặc là dành cho những quý vị những bác sĩ muốn theo đuổi cái chuyên ngành học này.
For those who are hospital administrators such as nursing managers, sisters, they can enroll in our Master in Public Health as well as the Masters in Healthcare Management, so that one day they will get a chance to become the hospital administrator.
Và cái khóa học này cũng sẽ dành cho những người làm về y tá và là quản lý hành chính về y tá. Thì cái chương trình học này nó cũng sẽ rất là phù hợp để mà nâng cao kiến thức và cái nghề nghiệp thăng tiến sau này của chúng ta.
Most important change for us is that we have introduced formative assessment.
Thì cái điều quan trọng là cái cơ hội mà chuyển đổi thông tin.
In formative assessment, what we are doing is that we ask the student to submit their assignment and their lecturer or tutor will look at them and guide them to do a better answer so that they can pass the module easily.
Có nghĩa là sinh viên có thể gửi những cái trao đổi những cái thông tin, những câu trả lời về cho giảng viên và họ từ đó họ sẽ điều chỉnh, sửa đổi và truyền thêm kiến thức cho sinh viên.
Well, of course, what is most important to our mind is how we can provide bursary to help all those students who aspire to study with MDIS.
Và điều quan trọng là chúng tôi cũng muốn trao những cái phần thưởng khuyến học cho sinh viên để giúp đỡ, hỗ trợ họ trong cái khóa học.
So I want to take also this opportunity to thank the students, the parents and and their families, especially our representative in Vietnam who help to provide education information to parents and students.
Và tôi đặc biệt xin gửi lời cảm ơn đến học sinh, phụ huynh và toàn thể các công ty đại diện của MDIS ở tại Việt Nam.
All our representatives have been specially trained and receive very up-to-date information from our country managers in Singapore.
Các công ty đại diện ở tại Việt Nam thì đã nhận được sự huấn luyện rất là chuyên nghiệp và đầy đủ thông tin, cập nhật những thông tin mới nhất của từ MDIS và sự hỗ trợ của các đại diện tuyển sinh của MDIS.
We will be working more closely with all these representatives because they actually represent us in Vietnam, and we will do our best to provide them with all the support that they need.
Chúng tôi đang rất có sự hợp tác rất là gần gũi với các đại diện công ty đại diện ở tại Việt Nam, và chúng tôi luôn sẵn sàng hỗ trợ họ bất kỳ những thông tin nào mà họ cần.
So with that, I want to say cảm ơn, tạm biệt và hẹn gặp lại MDIS Singapore.
Và điều cuối cùng là tôi xin cảm ơn, chào tạm biệt. Nhưng mà các vị fan để em còn thông báo cái kết quả giải thưởng. Ok, thank you Dr. Quang.
Thank you.
Ok, và cái cuối cùng là sẽ thông báo cái bốn bạn nào và là may mắn nhất sẽ giành được cái giải thưởng của MDIS. Xin chúc mừng. Thứ nhất là chị Thương Trầm Hoàng Oanh của công ty du học Visa. Thứ hai là bạn Trần Ngọc Thanh Lâm của New World Study Abroad. Thứ ba là Christine Lâm của công ty DTS. Và thứ tư cuối cùng là chị Hà Thị Thu Sa của công ty DTS. Và xin chúc mừng 4 công ty và 4 vị. Thì cái quà của MDIS sẽ gửi trong vòng 5 ngày sau cái ngày hội thảo ngày hôm nay. Xin cảm ơn các quý vị phụ huynh các công ty du học đã dành thời gian quý báu vào ngày Chủ nhật đến tham dự cái buổi hội thảo của MDIS. Và lời cuối cùng xin chúc các quý vị thật nhiều sức khỏe và chúng ta hãy cùng nhau vượt qua cái giai đoạn khó khăn này. Ok, xin chào tạm biệt.